Hi parents, please keep me company as I make chapatis or what is commonly known as flatbread as we talk about what to do if your child is a bully. I know this is huge, but every week we hear heartbreaking stories. A child who took their life after being bullied or a family mourning a tragedy, they never saw coming. And as parents, we are wired to protect our children from harm. But what happens when we discover that it is our child who is the one bullying? Like, what happens? And that is a hard truth to face. But facing it is exactly where healing and change begin. So I want you to stick with me through this video, and I'm gonna walk you through practical steps that you can take starting today so that you can redirect your child towards empathy, respect, and long-lasting character. And guys, you may think that this has not affected me, but I have lived through this experience. I know not in a long-term kind of way, but I saw it coming and I had to stop it in its track. You see, I have a 7-year-old son, and last year the teachers kept complaining, oh, my son is shoving other kids, or he's playing very rough games, he's tripping other children, and they're getting hurt, things like that. And I was getting tired because the complaints were so many. They were so many. So I had to find a way of, learning how to navigate this. And I'm gonna share with you the practical steps that I took the whole of a better half of the last quarter of last year until now. And just last week, the teacher shared with me a really heartwarming message showing me how my son has improved. So I've put together a downloadable toolkit that you can take. You can go through the steps in a gentle, structured way, the same way that I've been doing it, and I've seen amazing results. So if you're watching this from TikTok, check the link on my bio. If you're watching this from YouTube, check the link in my description and get the downloadable toolkit, so that you can go about this. So these are some of the steps. Number one, look at what is happening with your child. So first, don't assume your child is bad. Like, really, don't do this. Dig deeper and ask. For example, ask, is your child being bullied too? Because sometimes bullies are acting out of pain. So ask them, is someone bullying you? If they say no, you need to try to gather answers in another or in a non-direct way. For example, you can say things like, do you know anyone who is being bullied at school? Or have you ever seen kids making fun of someone at school? And then you also need to give examples from your own school life. For example, for me, I had to give my son some real life examples of how I myself was bullied when I was in the 6th grade, and it created a lot of anxiety and fear in me, and I had to show him that because when it is coming from his mother, whom he loves very much, he's gonna see that this behavior is it's really bad. So you can tell them, for example, when I was in school, I remember this one time, this and this and this happened, and then for example, if that's exercise, if you've been bullied yourself, share how that felt, and then ask, have you ever felt like that? Ask him that or her, and make it clear that bullying is never acceptable. Not when it happens to them and not when they do it to others. Step number 2, understand their need to belong. This is because a lot of kids bully because they are desperate to fit in. So talk to your child honestly about peer pressure. Doesn't matter whether they are young like mine or in their teens. Talk to them about peer pressure and share your own experiences, because children learn better when these things are coming from us. A lot of times we want to just show the children that just the good stuff that happens to us or that happened to us, but really share both good and bad of trying to be accepted, and show him or her how this affected you. If you're a Christian, you can bring in scripture when it fits and show them that even Jesus didn't try to fit in. Yeah. and show them that fitting in is never worth hurting someone else. Step number 3, talk about strength, popularity, and respect. This is because some kids bully because they are bigger, smarter, more athletic, or simply more popular. I remember my son telling me that, other children call me the cool kid, I don't know, something like that. So if that is your child, talk about how being on top comes with responsibility. Respect isn't just about friends, it is about how we treat everyone, including people we don't like. So ask them, who is someone you could show more respect to this week? And then share examples from your life or current events, and then give them alternatives. Help them imagine better ways to handle difficult moments at school. So for example, your child tells you that, hey, maybe let's call this child Alex. Alex shoved me. Can you give them an alternative? Show them how they could have reacted better. And then step number 4, you need to check yourself as the parent. Yes, this one stings, but it matters. Children don't just hear what we say, they watch how we live. Ask yourself honestly, am I belittling my child in moments of correction? Do I scream or use sarcasm as discipline? Do I speak respectfully about others even when I'm angry? Because they listen and they see. How do I treat my service staff? For example, your domestic care workers, your employees. How do you talk about your co-workers in front of your children? Because every one of these things teaches our children what respect looks like. So if something needs correcting in you, let this be a fresh start for both of you. And I want to remind you, if this is resonating with you, don't forget the toolkit I mentioned earlier. It's what I've been using, and it breaks all of this down into daily conversation prompts, respect trackers, and simple exercises that you can start using today, and you're gonna receive amazing feedback from your child's teachers, mentors, wherever. And then step number 5, be proactive and don't wait for a crisis, because life gets so busy and it is easy to forget that parenting is teaching. Parenting is not just going to work and bringing bread in the evening. Parenting is teaching, and teaching takes time. You don't need to be preachy, like you don't have to be a pastor, you just need to be intentional. So when your child does something respectful, remember to affirm it and say things like, for example, when you held the door open for that woman, it warmed my heart. Or when you said, "Please excuse me," when you're passing through that door, and you didn't shove that woman, that warmed my heart. That is really nice. So praise the behavior you want to see repeated in your child. Also, set consequences when needed. For example, take away privileges like the phone or computer. Or for example, for me, I used to, there's some things my son loved to watch on the TV, so I would kind of cut those ones out, because that is a consequence. So have them write out 3 respectful alternatives to what they did, and then review everything, like review how they acted through the day. And above all, have a heart-to-heart conversation often. And if someone reports that your child is bullying, please don't ignore it and don't try to defend your child. Yes, I'm not saying you kind of attack your child right away, but please let us not always go straight to defending our children even before we get to the root of it. So ask for details and set firm but respectful consequences, and sit them down and talk. So, teaching your child to act respectfully is a mix of how they see you treat people, how they are treated, how themselves are treated, and the values you intentionally instill. So, if you want support, I invite you again to download the that parenting toolkit that I've designed for you, what I've been using. It's gonna help you respond with love, discipline, and you're gonna see massive transformation in your child. I remember even nowadays when we go somewhere with my son, I'm always being told, oh, your son now is so calm, because he was all over. Your son now is so calm, he's well behaved, and it's really, really amazing. But it took some intentionality. So thank you so much. Our chapatis are done. Let me know, what do you think of the chapatis? What do you think of this lesson that we've learned? I know it has taken about 10 minutes, but this is life-changing, and it's gonna help us raise better, kinder, empathetic kids or children who are gonna be better partners in the future, better CEOs, better leaders, better everything, the world that we want to see. So welcome, you can have a bite of my chapatis, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Please don't forget to get your toolkit.